You know, one of those nights when the Emirates feels like it's auditioning for heaven? This was one of them. Arsenal didn't just beat Atletico Madrid, they undressed them. 4 goals, 0 concessions, and a performance that declared that Arteta's men are no longer apprentices in Europe. Now for context, Atletico came with their reputation intact, the Simeone snarl, the low block, the dark arts. But this Arsenal side didn't flinch. They dictated, they disassembled, they danced. The first half was a tactical chess match, measured, tight, with both sides probing. Then came the second half storm. Gabriel rose to head home from a Rice delivery. Martinelli continued his Champions League glow-up with a cold finish. And then Victor Gyokeres, the man many said wasn't Arsenal level, silenced the doubters with 2 goals that screamed redemption. Arsenal made Atletico look like tourists on a tactical walking tour. Every press, every pass, every recycled ball felt intentional. You could almost hear Arteta grinning from the touchline.
Yes, very happy. We're showing a real consistency, performance-wise and results, and have a day off tomorrow, and then let's go to Palace again.
Arteta called it a collective performance, which is classic Mikel. Humility wrapped around the possession. But you can't help but notice the echoes of 03-04. The discipline of Vieira's era fused with the daring of the modern game. It's hard not to feel for Gyokeres. Weeks of near misses, all forgiven in one night. The man looked reborn. His link-up play was confident, his finishing assured. You could sense the crowd knew it too. Every cheer had that mix of joy and relief. The Emirates humming again for its number 9. Technically it's number 14. Credit where it's due, Atletico's first 45 was pure organization. But once that first goal went in, their structure crumbled like an old fortress hit by modern artillery. There was a time when Simeone-Ball scared Europe. Last night, it looked outdated against the fluid geometry of Arsenal's game. There's a strange secret calm around this version of Arsenal. There's work, there's rhythm, but most of all, there's belief. Nights like this remind us why we endured the lean years. Because we knew that deep down, that beauty and grit could coexist again in North London. So here we are, 4 goals, 1 statement. Arsenal building an empire of their own. So today we celebrate a man who changed Arsenal forever. Arsene Wenger, 76 years old and still the professor of football. He arrived in '96, quiet, curious, almost unknown. But from that moment, everything began to shift. He brought in science when others trusted superstition. He made salad cool in English football. He made Arsenal beautiful again. 22 years in charge, 3 league titles, 7 FA Cups, and 1 perfect season, the Invincibles. A whole year unbeaten. Wenger built more than teams, he built belief. He gave us class in victory, grace in defeat, and a philosophy that still guides the club today. Even now as FIFA's chief of global football development, he's still shaping the game, still teaching the world. So here's to Arsene Wenger, the thinker, the builder, the believer. Happy 76th, Le Professeur, from every corner of the Emirates and beyond.
Up Gunners!